Vehicles equipped with turbocharged engines have been on the rise for a number of years, as vehicle manufacturers seek to deliver dramatic emissions reductions and improvements in fuel economy without sacrificing performance. It comes as no surprise then that a recent GarageWire reader survey revealed the number of turbo-related repairs are also on the rise, with almost half of independents reporting to replace one turbo every week. And, according to independent turbo supplier BTN Turbo, it's the PSA 1.6 HDI engine that's particularly problematic.
98% of all turbochargers are killed by a lubrication, an oil issue. 1.6 HDI is one of the biggest challenges that garages, mechanics and technicians have. It's actually a very good engine. It's used by many different manufacturers. The concern is that it only really has the 3.6 litre sump, and we're expecting 3.6 litres to absorb many extended service intervals.
Phil explained that a build-up of carbon and sludge can often leave the oil strainer blocked, which is why BTN Turbo supplies a new oil pickup. A small nylon gauze filter in the bottom banjo bolt for the oil feed pipes can also cause problems.
Once you've run the engine with fresh oil or flushing oil, because flushing oil has detergent, then you need to remove the bottom banjo bolt, take out that nylon filter and discard it. It's no longer required, it's done its job. Then fresh oil again and a fresh filter.
With more than 40 years experience, BTN Turbo supplies both new OE turbos, which are the same as those supplied by main dealers, and OE remanufactured turbos, offering garages a safe alternative for price-focused customers. We caught up with Damien Stone, who told us that OE remanufacturing is a good choice for customers wanting to keep costs down, while warning of the potential dangers of non-OE and copy turbos.
What does remanufacture mean? It often means actually replacing the whole cartridge, which is the central part of the turbocharger. There can be up to 7 different materials which are used in that environment. Those materials are carefully chosen to operate within the dynamics of the turbocharger, i.e. 4,000 to 6,000 revolutions per second, in a temperature environment which could be -5 degrees on startup, all the way up to 850 to 1,000 degrees in modern turbochargers. So it's an incredibly hostile environment. The problem with copy turbochargers and components, they look great, they do function, but longevity is really the question mark. The likelihood is they can fail prematurely. BTN is 100% original equipment. So every turbo we supply is exactly the same as fitted on the original production line.
We're currently in what's being dubbed as the golden age of turbochargers, and vehicle manufacturers are now experimenting with e-turbos, which eliminate turbo lag.
With modern technology, they want to use the hybrid car, but you still need the engine. And they're trying to reduce emissions further and further, so we've got something called electric assist turbos, e-turbos, which is a turbocharger basically driven by an electric motor, so it's still got the traditional compressor end which puts compressed air into the engine. But the beauty of this is it gives air from the first second you start up, and it cuts the emissions right down on start up and pulling away, which is where you get most of the emissions from.
For now though, the message for independents is to ensure they diagnose turbo failure correctly and rectify the issue before fitting a replacement. BTN Turbo offers a range of technical resources to help garages get it right, including specialist fitting instructions for problematic engines, a technical helpline and free online training. For further information about BTN Turbo, go to btnturbo.com.